Alright, welcome to the stream. We're going to be doing some striker builds today. The one I got on right now is pretty decent, but we're going to go through them and see what we can come up with. See if we can make something interesting. Hold on a second. Should I look at this? For sure. Okay, so let me set this up and then we're good to go. Let's get rid of that for a minute. Okay, so let's set this up. There we are. Okay. I was wondering where it went. Okay, this won't take me long. I just gotta basically... I wish I could do this because I'm streaming this from my PS5 because it has the built-in stuff, right? On the PS4, I could put my stuff in and it wouldn't be a big deal. And this one, right, when I went to put my tags in, it wasn't a big deal. I could just go and, I'd be completely ready to go as soon as I hit live. But on PS5, whatever they changed, when I go to put my tags in, if I try to do it that way, I will get underscores after every single word in my tag. So if I have, like, for example, if I put like Division 2 builds as one of my tags, it'll go the underscore division underscore 2 underscore. So I'll have to manually go in and fix those. And it's really annoying, so I have to do it this way, which is not too bad, but still annoying. So I don't know what they did between PS4 and PS5, but they did something different. Hold on. I just spelled that wrong. Hold on.
Hostile supply convoy nearby.
Okay, where is it? Just gotta wait for this to save now. Alright, it's saved. Cool. We're good. Okay. So, I'll show you what I'm using right now to start it. And then I might actually switch. Actually, yeah, let me do that first. I'll use the build, but I'm going to switch the thingy bopper. Let's switch the specializations up. I usually like to use Gunner. But I gotta make sure Gunner has everything I need. Yep, okay, cool. Just gotta make sure that it has the assault rifles and SMGs. Because what a lot of people don't realize is sometimes in the different specializations you pick a different combination of weapons. Sometimes you pick like shotgun and LMG, for example. So when you switch to that specialization, you'll realize that You're not doing the damage you could with the other specialization. And it's because you didn't pick the weapons, the same type of weapons with what you were using before. It's not the fact that that one's stronger than the other one. It's the fact that you didn't put it the same. So I usually keep mine the same unless I want to switch up my weapons. Okay, let me take this off. Stupid cord's plugged into my headset. Doesn't need to be. It definitely doesn't need to be by now. Okay, so what we're running to start is we're gonna go Coyote Mask, a Fenris piece with Obliterate. I did throw some weapon handling in there. I do believe in weapon handling. I do like weapon handling because it affects a lot of things. Obviously Coyote Mask, which is really good. Then 4 pieces Striker. Now, I did this 2 different ways, and I know this is going to sound weird, but when I put the Striker chest piece on, I noticed that I did pretty good damage. But when I took the Striker chest piece off and I put the backpack on, there wasn't that much difference in damage, to be honest. When I went up to 200 stacks of Striker, because I tested it on the range, when I did some really good damage. I think it was like maybe 50,000 more damage. Okay, but it wasn't significant. So I thought to myself, realistically, am I ever going to get to 200 stacks if I'm fighting somebody? Honestly, I'm not. So why not put the backpack on? Because the backpack actually increases the stacks damage. It increases the stacks damage, right? So instead of getting 0.65% from each stack, you'll get 1%. Pretty big difference in damage. But at 200 stacks with a chest piece, I really didn't see you would think that there should be a considerable amount of damage difference, but really there's not. And you got the second thing you got to think of is that's a really good roll actually. Too bad I don't need it.
Hostile control point nearby.
Considering it's open world. So I was like, like how often are you going to get to 200 stacks in a fight? You're probably never going to see 200 stacks in a fight. So, sacrifice. These are actually not too bad of rolls, to be honest.
Hostile broadcast detected.
So why not just get rid of that, put the backpack there, increase the stack damage, so you only have 30 stacks, or whatever it is. Is it 30 or 50? $100? Wait. I don't know. I think it's 100 stacks. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't remember. Still. This is some pretty good damage. Ooh, there's too much going on. him with, if I fucking just hit him with that.
Hostile broadcast detected.
And if I wasn't gonna get hit by those stupid things, I would do this. I gotta see if I can quickly do this. So hopefully I don't get killed doing this. That's better. It's not great, but it's better than it was. Now let's see if it matters. I want to do a comparison real quick while we're here. Let's only keep one of those, and we'll flip it up for like 2 of these instead. Gotta get rid of that guy on the fucking gun.
Hostile broadcast picked up.
Oh,
Vital signs critical.
so I keep sending those my way. Got him too. And that's why I kept the fucking, that's why I kept it. Again.
Hostile broadcast detected. Heavily armored hostile detected.
Oh, watch that blinded. Let me just get rid of this guy. Okay, I should be safe. I think, hold on.
Hostile broadcast picked up.
I should be safe to go fight this guy now. It's pretty nice. I like it. Not too shabby.
Hostile broadcast detected.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this version of Striker I really like. I know there's lots of variants out there, but there's so many things you can do with Striker, right? There's so many ways that it can be built. Oh my god, what is this? Okay, so yeah, so there's so many different ways that I've been playing around with. Like I even had a skill version of it, which is pretty nasty. But it's not just that.
Hostile broadcast picked
All
up.
this new gear that was like all this new stuff that was introduced, and it's made things so like there's so many more things you can do now. When I look at a lot of my old builds, I'm gonna have to do refreshes on almost all of them because they probably won't work now because you know what I mean? Like they'll still work for PvE. But if you're gonna use them for PvP, yeah, wait till I do a refresh on all those because they're gonna need a refresh because they're kind of old. Um, some of them are from like TU15. Anyways, um, so that's an option. Defender's piece is good. Um, that's also an option. Doing it with the catharsis. That'll give me a little more. That'll give me a little more. This is probably a better way of doing it actually. So 4 pieces striker there. Make sure you use the backpack. Don't worry too much about that. I got obliterate on my chest piece, and I'm using a Finner's chest piece because I'm using the St. Elmo's. Um, so it's good. I really like weapon handling. Big on weapon handling.
Hostile broadcast detected.
Because, how do you say this? So the smart PvPers, when you're going to PvP, if you look at their really smart ones that know how to do their shit, you look at their loadouts and just look at the stats on their stuff. You will always see with some of the really good PvPers, you'll see that they are utilizing weapon handling as well as their other stuff. Because I mean, weapon handling makes everything better. You have quicker reloads, your accuracy, your stability, all that stuff is great. It's so much more improved. I mean, with Striker, I mean, crit hit damage and chance is great, but you don't really have to have that with Striker. I mean, it's a bonus if you
Hostile
do, but
broadcast picked up.
I'd rather lock it down on like having my weapon stable and able to stay still and just not go anywhere. And that means I'm going to get a nice accurate shot and a nice accurate like this. Nice and steady. Okay? I don't want to be going like this. My gun's bouncing all over the place because I got no fucking weapon handling. But hey, I've got lots of crit hit damage and chance, right? Exactly my point. So what? You got a lot of crit hit damage and chance. But can your weapon stay still? That's the thing. If you're in a real fight, on paper, your build's going to look amazing, right? Because you got all this crit hit damage and chance. But like in a real fight, it doesn't mean shit if your weapon's all over the place. You know, the guy's shooting and his gun's going, you know, as he's shooting, his gun goes upwards because there's so much recoil.
Hostile broadcast detected.
You want to see a good gun with a lot of recoil? The Bighorn. The Bighorn is probably the nastiest gun for that. Well, no, the Liberty pistol is actually, but for guns, I would say the Bullet King and the Bighorn are very big on on jumping all over the place when you shoot them. So having that weapon handling in place is great, because it means that they're going to be a lot more stable. And if you can stabilize those kind of guns, but don't get me wrong, the Bighorn is nasty. I think it's a very underused gun. It's got a lot of potential. And I don't really see a lot of people utilizing, especially with the changes they made to it. Like, it's nasty. Like, I can show you.
Hostile broadcast picked up.
Right now I got the St. Elmo's, but I can switch it up. Yeah, I'll tell you a funny story about the St. Elmo's. So,
Incoming backup request.
before they did Project Resolve, I didn't really play this game much. Like, I used to play it religiously. But then I stopped playing after about TU19, somewhere in there. Which wasn't too long ago. I just didn't play for a while. And then this one brought me back. And the changes were quite a welcome. Especially the loot. Like, in the open world, the loot is great. It used to be garbage. Now it's actually not bad. It's really good, actually. But the changes they made, like the changes they made to some of the gear and some of the weapons.
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
Like, where is it? There it is, right there. Okay, let me just switch this gun. Let me put something away here. I don't want to put that away. I'll put something out of here away. I'll put that away for now. And I'll bring over the Bighorn. This gun, they did kind of give it like a little bit of a different... It doesn't go up as high as it used to. But it's actually pretty good with Striker. And with my weapon handling, it's very stable. It hits like a dump truck. Then you can go into this mode. This mode is still kind of wonky. See, there's lots of recoil there. If I was to increase my weapon handling a bit more, I wouldn't have that issue too much. Now, some people are not going to like what I'm about to say, but I'm going to say it anyways. So let me show you something. So when I go into the dark zone, I see a lot of people using Unbreakable. Which I have a piece on me, I think, somewhere. Unbreakable. They use Unbreakable, right? I use it on Finners. Mine's a Finners piece when I use Unbreakable, but... And the other piece that they like to use, and this is what gets me. And I sort of understand, but on the other hand, I'm like, what a waste. Some people are not going to like what I'm going to say, but I'm going to say it. So I have the Matador. I have perfect Adrenaline Rush. It's not perfect. It's not perfectly rolled, but I could fix it up no problem. I could if I wanted to. I could optimize that to be perfect. And I have another one. I have another one on one of my other characters that actually is God rolled. I don't know how I managed to get this one, but the point is they're using this backpack because it gives them bonus armor when they're within 10 meters of somebody, right? But if we go into the PV, if you go into the oh my god, if you go into the PvP stats, they're not getting 23% bonus armor for 5 seconds. They're getting about 13, I think it is, or 12. If you flip this over to the PvP stats. Which I don't remember how to do anymore because they switched it again. Oh, there it is. Never mind. Okay, so PvP stats, if we go into that same piece that I just had, remember it was 23%? Well, it's actually 12%. In PvP, it's 12%, not 23. So in PvE, it's 23%. In PvP, it's only 12%. Okay, so bear with me here. So they're wearing Unbreakable. That's fine. I've got lots of experience doing PvP, and one of the things that drives me nuts is I see Unbreakable with Adrenaline Rush, okay? If you're gonna do Adrenaline Rush, then fucking put Intimidate on, okay? Make it worthwhile. It's such a waste to see Unbreakable with perfect Adrenaline Rush. Put Companion on, put Versatile on, put something that's gonna do damage on. Don't piss it around with Adrenaline Rush. Why the fuck are people doing that? How dumb are people? Like, seriously, you're missing out on so much fucking potential. So much. Because you're like, oh, I want that little bonus armor that I get. Okay, cool. But that can easily be melted. Like, fuck. I don't get it. If I'm gonna run, like, personally, I don't run either. Because I'm confident in the amount of damage I do, I don't need it. I usually use a Fenris piece with Obliterate, and I put, if I'm going to use Striker, I use the backpack and the Catharsis. That's what I like, because I find that's a very good combination. Now, I don't normally use the Bighorn. I'm going to test the Bighorn with this build. I usually use, I usually use my Kingbreaker, to be honest. Because I get the extra, perfect, oh my god, perfect flatline, which is 20% damage.
Detected. Nearby location guarded by hostiles.
So, but I want to try this out with the Bighorn.
Reinforcements en route. Detecting additional hostile contacts.
That acts as a sniper rifle as well as a... Nope. Okay, no, hold on. I'm gonna get killed if I don't put this on right. I'm gonna go back to my other weapon. I just want to test it. It's not as good as my other one.
Over the line.
See, this thing just rips through these guys.
Hostiles guarding location nearby. Heavily armored hostile detected.
peasy.
We survived.
Yeah, so the St. Elmo's is probably the best one with this. Well, I mean,
Supply room access.
we haven't seen my Kingbreaker either. My Kingbreaker actually would do some really good damage as well. But the St. Elmo's doesn't require pulse to do more damage, right? So, but still, it's actually pretty good with Striker. And it actually, I had an idea about Striker. I actually had an idea about, so when you're using the St. Elmo's, when you get the clip that has all the shock bullets, I was thinking, like, if you take that, okay, and you can find some really good Striker pieces that haven't been touched, okay, that haven't been touched. If you can get Striker pieces that naturally have stats effects on them, which you can, it's just really hard to find, but you can. If you can get a perfectly rolled Striker piece, like with a perfectly rolled status effect on it, and a decent secondary stat,
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
and you roll that into armor, okay, you can make that status effect just by because I tried it actually. I extended the shock. I extended the shock on it quite a bit. So when I shocked something, it was shocked for like almost 5 seconds. So if you take your Striker pieces and your other stuff, and you can get them naturally rolled with status effects on them, the Striker pieces, and you use the St. Elmo's, there's so many things you can do with that. You can turn a couple pieces into yellow, you can turn a couple pieces into blue. But remember, the skill tiers are going to help out on the status effects as well. They do play a small minor role when you switch when each skill tier that gets added.
By hostiles.
Right? So if you had a fully rolled yellow Striker with perfect status effects on it, you would be squishy as hell though, that's the problem. Right? So you can't do that. So that's why you gotta improvise. If you could make yourself at least skill tier 3 and have all your pieces the way you want them with status effects on it, you could potentially increase your status effects pretty good on that gun. So when you shock something, just remember this though. When you shock somebody once, it's fine. But if you shock them a second time, it's going to be much quicker. They're going to recover from it super quick versus the first time. And if you hit them a third time with that same status effect, they will be completely immune to it.
Hostiles guarding location
So,
nearby.
that's why, okay, so I'm going to explain this. This is why I'm running this. This is why I got a Stinger Hive. The reason why I have a Stinger Hive is that once I shock somebody here, I throw my Stinger Hive out to kind of cancel out the shock, right? Because then now it's like, oh, you're making him bleed. So by doing that, I'm basically resetting the fact that I've already shocked him once, and I can shock him again, and it'll be just like the first time I shocked him, right? Because I made him bleed after I shocked him. So the bleed took over as the, I don't know how to explain it. It took over as the main status effect. If you can rotate between different things, right? If you can rotate between different status effects, you can keep somebody just as if you know what I mean? Like, it's going to be nasty because it'll just keep resetting the thing because I did it. That's how I know. So I shocked something, then I shocked it again, then I shocked it again. And I just want to see like what happened each time I did it.
Detected. Nearby
And
location.
so the first time you
Guarded
get your
by hostiles.
actual shock, the second time is a quick shock, quicker. The shock goes away much quicker. Third time they're immune, right? You don't want that, right? Especially if you have 71 bullets that are fucking shock bullets. You definitely don't want that. So, think about a different status effect you can apply to somebody so that it resets your first one. Once you reset your first one, you can go back to your first one, and then it will reset your bleed, right? So if you're making somebody bleed on top of that, like a different status effect, it will reset the bleed because now you're shocking them, so the bleed gets canceled out. So then you can make them bleed again, and you'll get the full bleed, and then you shock them again, and you'll get the full shock, and then you just keep rotating. If you want to use your Scorpio and make somebody have poison on them as well, and then make them bleed, the poison will reset as well.
Hostiles guarding
As
location
long as you
nearby.
change up your status effects, you can continuously keep your long status effects that would normally be longer, which is the first time you hit them. You can use that to your advantage by resetting it, by using a different status effect and then going back to the one you want to use again, because it'll be if your longest one is shock, then by making them bleed, you're going to reset the shock, so you can make them bleed for a long time, or get shocked again for a long time. Oh, he's in my way. Okay, so
Detected. Nearby location guarded by hostiles.
a good example of that is to go to the base real quick. Okay, and then that's the best way to do it, to show you what I mean. So, we have our bleed. Okay, so I guess the best way to show it here is to do it this way. So we'll do this. So we'll shock this. No, we'll shock this guy. Nice. I don't have status effects on, but if I shock him again, it's even quicker. If I shock him again, he's immune. See? He's immune. He's immune. He's immune. However, if I make him bleed, wait till the bleed wears off, I can shock him again. I can shock him again. See? He's not immune anymore. But if I go back to my bleed again, right, because he's immune to it, I shock him again. And shock him again. Okay, so shock, 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 immunity should be the third one. See, he's immune. You can shock him. He's immune. Immune. Switch to bleed. Let the bleed run its course. Shock again. Shock again. He's no longer immune to shock. So if you switch your status effects up, let them run their course, and then go back to your original shock that they became immune to, they will not be immune to it again. They will, but it'll take 3 times to hit them. Like, you'll have to do it 3 times to them before they're immune to it. 2 times, sorry, and then the 3rd time they're immune. And then you just rotate back to your bleed again, which will basically reset your shock. Once it resets your shock, you just shock the crap out of them. It's pretty easy. I've been testing this since it came out on like the way the status effects work, because Ubisoft loves nerfing the shit out of things, and I always love to find ways to get around it. Like, how can I counter this bullshit? So that's how you counter that bullshit. Once you hit somebody 3 times, they're immune, right? But like I said, if you throw your bleed in there, you will reset the shock immunity that they have, because now bleed is taking over as the main status effect. When bleed runs out on them, go back to shock, and I guarantee you're going to be able to shock them again 2 times, and the 3rd time they'll be immune. Bleed them again, rinse and repeat. Just keep changing your status effects. If you can, change them. Because when you do, it resets the original one. Well, it resets all of the other ones. Right? So basically, whatever status effect hits them, that's the main status effect that's happening. So they will become immune to it. By going to a different one, it's resetting the other one completely. So if you're worried about status effects, I wouldn't worry about it too much, because yeah, that's how you reset it. Just change it up. Change up your status effects like that. Even this will reset the shock. Okay. If I do that to them, I think 3 times, I think they'll become immune to that. Hold on. Oh no, it's a grenade, that's why. I think that's why it's not resetting it. Or that's not, they're not becoming immune to it. Maybe I'm wrong. On the grenade one, I'm wrong. Now if I switch over to this, the foam, that's a different story. Yeah, he's immune to it, the one in the middle. Okay, so the grenade doesn't count. So keep that in mind, guys. If you're throwing grenades, for some reason, they're not getting immunity to that. But if I use the actual foam, they will get immunity if I hit them 3 times with it. Which is weird, because it's the same thing. It's still riot foam. Okay. So we make them bleed. I don't have any status effects on. I'm just doing this as a... Okay, so they've been bled twice. They should be immune to this shit. Why are they not becoming immune to it? Is it only shock their immunity? They shouldn't get immune to it. Oh, nope. They're still fucking bleeding out. Oh, maybe it's because of the range. Take that as a grain of salt, because I think it's because it's the range. Anyways, I know, because I've done this in actual fights. They will get immunity to the status effect if you are fighting something and hit it more than twice. But it does do what I say, though. Like, if you throw bleed at them, it will reset the shock, and you can shock them again. But on the range, the shock was working as intended. They were becoming immune to it when I hit them with it. And then when I made them bleed, it reset the shock. It does the same thing when you're out in the real world. But what I was saying with the striker build, because I switched it back. I wanted to try it out. I might switch it back again. But so the striker build, I had at one point with my pieces, my other pieces, I have other pieces I can put on. I had status effects on all 4 pieces, and I had them rolled the same way. So blue, 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 red, but they were status effect ones. I also was running, and this is weird because I was running the Vile Mask with Striker, with the status effects the way I just showed you, and it was allowing me, when I shocked somebody with the St. Elmo's, obviously the shock lasted a lot longer than normal, right? Because status effects increase that duration. However, if you hit somebody more than twice, they will become immune to that status effect. So, like I'm saying, carry something that's going to be a different status effect on you, and switch it. So when they become immune to that, use your other status effect, and then go right back to your Elmos, and you'll reshock them again. It's not a problem because even if you're in PvP, you can easily just drop your Stinger Hive down basically right where you're standing. Because 9 times out of 10, most people that are fighting in PvP, they try to rush you, right? So they're going to come towards your Stinger Hive. They're going to become immune to your Stinger Hive after they get hit more than twice. But that's okay, because now your shock is reset, and now you can shock them again. And if you're running Striker with the St. Elmos, it's a win-win situation. If you shock somebody, it's over for them. Even with Unbreakable, I can still melt somebody with this. Easily. And the sad part is if you look at what they're running, it's usually like the usual, right? It's like Unbreakable with Adrenaline Rush, which is a silly fucking thing to do, by the way. I don't care what anybody says. It's fucking dumb. Adrenaline Rush is good when it's combined with Intimidate. That's the intention of it. Now I know people are like, oh, but I get bonus armor. But if you're in PvP, you're only getting 12%, and to me, that's piss all. That's nothing. That's dick all. It can be easily melted, very easily melted. So put something on your fucking backpack that is worthwhile. Don't play with Adrenaline Rush. I've killed so many people with that combination, and I just laugh at them. I'm like, seriously, if I was you, I would fucking run something else. Something that's going to do damage. Even like Perfect Companion, for example. Or just Companion. Something that's going to do damage. Why would you waste a slot, your backpack slot, on fucking Adrenaline Rush? Silly people. They'll never learn. That's the meta. That's the meta, though. I've already killed the meta. But yes, that's the meta. Actually, if you put Adrenaline Rush and Intimidate on together, it fucking rocks pretty good now. Actually. As a matter of fact, you should see what Intimidate and Adrenaline Rush looks like with Striker. You want to talk about nasty. You want to talk about nasty. You have to have the right rules, though, right? You have to have some armor to go with it. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. I've done it. I did Adrenaline Rush and Intimidate with Striker. And the guy that tried to jump me, he was quickly showing the way to heaven. The checkpoint. He was quickly checking out. Because they gave it a little bit of a buff, so like the shit doesn't take as long to come back. The stacks, they're much quicker. I see so many people though, just that's what they're running. If I inspect like 9 times out of 10 in the dark zone, when I inspect somebody, I see Unbreakable with Adrenaline Rush. And I just shake my head. Like,
in need of backup.
Why? Why are we wasting our time here? Seriously. Why? I'd rather put Versatile on my fucking backpack. At least I know it's going to do damage. Depending on which my gun is that I'm using with it. Obviously, I'm going to use my SMG. I'm going to pull my SMG out if I'm using that. Versatile. I'm going to make sure that that's the gun I want to use. Because it's going to get, between that and shotguns, it's going to get the most damage, right? 35% damage. So, same thing with shotguns, if you're running it versatile. It's a very good talent, actually. A very slept on talent, too. I don't see a lot of people running it. It's very good. This is if you're not running Striker, right? So, or you can just do the meta and hopefully you live, right? Because you got Unbreakable. You've got two skills, you've got two talents that do absolutely no damage. Okay, you got to keep this in mind. It doesn't matter if they're all red or not, or if they're blue trying to be red. You know, the people that do the blue or red thing there because they think if they have all this armor and some damage, they're going to do lots. That's fucking bullshit. I beat that shit so many times. I call those guys tryhards. I'm not saying Unbreakable is bad. It'll definitely save your life. But what I'm saying is, on your backpack, why waste damage? Like, why waste something you could have damage on? Like, I would rather have a damage talent on my backpack. If I'm going to run Unbreakable, I want to have something. Like, why not? Why would you not do that? That's common sense. I see too much of that in this game. And yeah, I still don't understand why. But what are you gonna do? You can't fix stupid, right? You definitely can't fix stupid. It only gets worse. What are you selling today, buddy? Oh, he's selling King Breakers? Well, they're not really good. They're not very well rolled, but this vendor's selling King Breakers. So this is something that I was kind of hoping they would have upgraded and made better, but they obviously have not. They're still shitty rolls. He wants like 15,548 credits for this. I wouldn't pay 10 cents for that when I can go to Countdown and get a God rolled one. Right? So, I forgot to tell you the story about my St. Elmo's. So I stopped playing for a while, and so I missed the St. Elmo's. It was in the tree, right? It was on the battle pass or whatever you want to call it. I missed it, the season pass. So I missed out on getting it because I wasn't playing. So I decided when I first came back and started playing again after the day Project Resolve came out, I went and played a game of Countdown. And the very first game I played in Countdown, at the very end, I finished a hunter off and shot him in the head. This was near the helicopter, like the extraction time. I shot this hunter in the head and killed him. And I saw red. And I was like, oh, it's probably just a chameleon or some shit, or probably a friggin' pestilence. I get over to it, I hover over it, it says St. Elmo's engine. And I'm like, wow, I just started playing again, and the first drop I get is a St. Elmo's in Countdown? Because I was targeting assault rifles, right? Hoping that I might get one. I didn't really think I would. And the first Countdown match, I get a fucking St. Elmo's at the end. It drops from a fucking hunter. I'm like, bonus, that's good. Yeah, you're already in my good books already. What's going on here? Okay, this is obviously the same. That means the other guy must be still where he is. Hold on. The snitch. Actually, I don't see him. I do upstairs in a second here. Oh yeah, I definitely do. Let me see if I can find the snitch real quick. I have to do the scan. Stupid scan.
Access complete.
So the first time I found the new guy, Danny Weaver, I was really impressed with what he dropped. The second time that I ran into Danny Weaver after the reset, I was very disappointed in what he was dropping. So there's Mendoza, and he's right here. So this is okay. So the thing that drives me nuts about this game is these vendors, these two vendors. Doesn't open for 19 hours and 39 minutes. Seriously, guys, come on. This fucking thing should be always open, unless it's resetting.
Hostiles guarding location
There
nearby.
should be a time where it resets, and then it's open 24. You know, it's open all the time. But anyways, the first time I met that vendor, Danny Weaver, it was great. I got God rolled things. Like I got so many God rolled things from him. Pretty much 99% of the stuff I got from him was God rolled. There was like one or two items that were not. I was impressed, really impressed. And like I said, the second time I ran into after the reset, I went to Dan. Like this wasn't that long ago actually. I went to the vendor when he was down too far away from where I was, and I went to him and I opened all the stuff. I bought all the stuff you could buy, and then I opened it all, and it was all garbage. Like it was all garbage. There was not one God roll piece. It was all garbage. Like terrible rolls. And I was like, oh, that was a waste of textiles. So what do? Get you hooked the first time, and then the second time and third time and so on and so forth. It's garbage. I hope that's not how it's going to be. I don't think everything should be God rolled, but when we look in here, for example,
Check something out?
look at that roll. That's dog shit. Why would I want to buy that? Or that. Or that. Or that. Or that. Like it's all terrible. All of it. There's not one thing in there I would buy and spend money on. It's all garbage. I thought they were going to improve that, but they didn't. Anyways, give me a couple minutes. I gotta run upstairs, check on the kids, and I gotta down some pills. Alright, bring it back.
agent requesting backup.
Sorry about that. Let me see if my buddy's on. I don't think he is. I have to go all the way down the list. I'd be surprised if Reaper's on. Oh, he is on.
You are now group leader.
I don't know if he's going to answer me.
Hi.
He might not be there. Doesn't look like he's going to answer me. So I'll go to him and see what happens.
Incoming backup request.
I'll join him and see what happens. What are you doing?
What's up, Terry, man?
Hey. What are you guys doing?
Trying to help him with his
Hostile
last
point identified.
manhunt. We just did the zoo, and it said talk to Nita, but we can't find the person that it says for her to talk to.
Oh, okay.
Not even showing on the map.
Did you go see if the mask is even there yet?
Hold on.
What are you after, a hunter mask?
Because you can't talk to none of these people.
Yeah, the hunter mask.
Glad we're friends again, Agent. We are.
I don't see no pregnant woman.
Civilians in danger.
That's just what we need in here is a pregnant woman with a gun.
Yeah, that's even worse. What's worse, though, her with a gun or without?
Yeah, I don't even have that mask in.
What about her? What about this chick right here? Maybe this is her. I don't have a clue, dude. It's weird.
Me either.
Let me see. I'm checking now.
He's trying to get the recruiter's uniform.
Oh, okay.
Terry.
I don't really think I've done that one.
Let me see. You wanna go
What
to
were you doing?
I was just playing around with Striker. And then I decided to... I put a chest piece with a Finner's chest piece because I use the St. Elmo's. So I put a Finner's piece with Obliterate on it. Then I threw the Catharsis on.
Oh, okay.
And then I ran Striker backpack and all the other stuff. It's pretty nasty, actually.
You missed it last night.
Mm,
We went in the dark zone. These guys had manhunt.
yeah.
Kicked our ass. We were outside the checkpoint. The same place, off to the right in the west. Checkpoint.
Mm-hmm.
So, dude put on his Ortiz deal.
Yeah.
I put mine on. Who put Future on? So we had a heal. I threw out my flame turret. He threw out his flame turret. And we finally downed them.
Nice.
They were mad. They came back to the door and started standing around, and who said, you ain't looking at my stuff, I'm going back in. They were trying to figure out what we were running to kill them.
That's a lot of things going on there. Oh, I forgot I was running, come remember the foam.
I think what they were mad about was none of us had expertise.
Oh, yeah?
And the lowest one that had expertise with it was 19. So we kick their butt with no expertise.
Oh, that's him upset.
You know what I'm talking about, the Ortiz?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, man, that I couldn't believe that. I mean, it set those guys on fire quick. So the other dude would throw his flame turret out. I'd throw mine out past his in the alley, and then I'd turn it off. So they would get in his and then run backwards. And when they ran backwards, I turned mine on.
Guarding location nearby.
Yeah, it still ain't unlocked. I'm probably gonna have to do that mission over.
Ah, damn. It's showing that you didn't do it?
I've done all of them.
Did you check your manhunt?
Yeah, the manhunt says everything is done.
It may not. Maybe you have to. Maybe next time you log in or something.
Hold on. Only no more. Winter outfit.
Incoming hostiles detected.
What the hell?
Detected. Nearby location. Guarded by hostiles.
Kill them all!
Nah.
You figure it out or no?
They ain't in here.
No, I mean on the manhunt. Does it say you need to do anything over or?
I'm gonna check right now. I went through the mask again, then go back out.
Well, you probably have to go into like you did a while ago, legacy, and see where your what you've done.
I'm saying all of them are done. They were black and white.
That's weird.
I'm gonna just put it back to recruiter.
What's the status on those fortifications? You almost done?
Not even close. It's taking forever. These fuckers are useless.
Me?
Camp Whiteoak. Interesting.
Agent, glad you could
Well,
make
it's
it.
yellow.
When you land, leave the server and
Yeah,
start a
that's what
sweep.
I'm saying.
We'll get the server from Fernanda and cover you.
But it wasn't yellow when I put it.
How did you get to White Oak so fast? What are you talking about? I've been waiting for
That's
you.
just weird.
Fine, Birdie.
Located Birdie. Oh, right. Sorry. Guess I'm just getting a little paranoid with everything that's happened recently. That's
Birdie.
fair.
Come on, Birdie.
Agent, as soon as you land, head for the bridge.
Automated defenses detected. Caution advised. Automated defenses detected. Caution advised.
Tusk must have reclaimed White Oak after you recovered Lau. Makes sense. Nat's been working with
Have you
Cal.
done this,
This
Terry?
place does technically
yeah.
Head for the dam. Our tech seems stable.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully we won't need the server. Agent, we picked up some Black Tusk chatter. They requested ordnance for the mortars. Agent, something's wrong with the network. I activated the mobile shade server. Stay close. I don't know how much range this thing has.
System restored. Unable to access system. Re-establish proximity. System offline.
Agent, there's some kind of interference. Our comms still work, but we're losing access to the shade tech. What the hell are you doing? What's happening? Your agent isn't following orders, and is gonna get us all killed. What orders? My orders. Agent, head to the bunker.
System back online. System malfunctioning. Fire detected. System restored.
Hey, can y'all stop shooting? I'm trying to work here. Oh, shit.
isn't a drill.
Division on site. Need backup at the parking lot.
Tell them to back the fuck off and stop shooting.
Birdie, who are you talking to?
Manny? What the hell is going on?
We're here to rescue you.
Rescue? What the fuck are you talking about?
Black Tusk have you. Again.
No, they don't. That said, we're working together now. Your agents brought me here.
What? Birdie, who brought you to Camp White Oak?
Your agent. You know, the one that looks like a fucking park ranger.
Agent Johnson. Come in, Agent Johnson. Come in, Agent Johnson.
System reactivated. System disrupted. System restored.
Hey, Nat. How about you let me go with my brother and we call it even? Yeah. I fixed your power supply issues and haven't killed anyone yet. So, how about you let me go, we leave with the server and call it even?
System curtailed. System reactivated.
Agent Johnson. Come in, Agent Johnson. The team on site has lost access to their tech. God damn it. Johnson, where are you?
So, I guess Johnson is an asshole. Thanks for the rescue, Agent.
Agent, clear Camp White Oak for extraction.
Yeah, sure.
Johnson has it.
Oh, that makes sense.
What does he want with the server, Birdie?
Matt is trying to build. I'll tell you later. This channel's not secure.
They've infiltrated our comms?
Your comms are their comms. Keep up, Manny.
And then four pieces of striker.
Hey, so, Johnson, or, should I call you Mr. Recruiter?
What are you up to, Birdie?
Oh, nothing. Just hijacking your mortars from the I figured with all of Cal's toys, it wasn't really a fair fight. Hey, Agent, get to the helipad before this asshole gets away with the server.
That's a really nice build. It's actually pretty nasty.
Have it? Just now, I have the server. Birdie blew my cover.
I'm using the St. Elmo.
We are so fucked.
Hey, Vic. How did you get on this channel?
I told you, your comms are their comms. No one ever listens.
Vic, get off the comms.
I use Gunner, but it's up to you. You can use whatever you want. Oh, sorry, my stream. Nothing survived. Oh, here we go, big guys. Big guys down.
Protect the server. If we want this to end, we need to get at the server.
Agent, we can't afford to lose the server. If they attack the network again, and we lose access to your tech and comms, I don't know what Sokolova wants with it. But if we lose your access to the Shade Tech, we lose the war.
We're not gonna lose our Shade Tech, don't worry.
Send a helo for extraction.
Copy that.
Agent, this is it. Hit them with everything you've got.
Oh, let's go, bitch.
System malfunctioning. Rogue Defender drone detected.
Agent, you know you're on the wrong side of this war, right?
Hunter.
We serve at the pleasure of the president. We work for Homeland. We work for Cal. It doesn't matter if Isaac thinks you're on mission. The minute you allied with Kelso, you went rogue. You think I'm evil because I'm a hunter? We're the only ones still on mission.
Oh shit, that's him. Never mind.
He's immune right now. We have to do something for him.
Detected.
Yeah.
System back online. Agent down. Rogue striker drone detected.
Get your ass over here.
Striker drone detected. An agent
Oh, I can't see.
needs assistance.
Shit, I can't see. Jump, bitch. I'm fucking stuck on this. What the hell? Seriously, I can't fucking go over a stump?
System curtailed.
Oh shit.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Yo. Oh!
Agent down. Agent deceased. System reactivated.
Wait, where is this asshole? There he is. Okay, you're in the middle of fucking... I don't know if I can get you or not. We're gonna try it.
You can do it, Terry!
Cover me while I'm doing this. Oh no. Holy fuck.
System malfunctioning.
Oh, get out of here with that shit. Gotta get rid of that fucking drone, bitch.
Word.
I'm getting you up one way or another.
System
Get
restored.
ready to move.
I got it. Right, thanks.
Where's that fucking drone, bitch? Oh, get out of here, you stupid drone, bitch. Where is he? Asshole, no more drones.
System disrupted.
Oh my god, this is so annoying. I can't step up onto this. He's like, I don't know how to do it. Oh shit. Oh Jesus.
Serious trauma.
Is that the fucking hunter that's hitting me? The sniper?
System reactivated.
The weak point. Wait. Can we do... hold on.
System malfunctioning.
Let me see if I can do this. Wait. Come on.
System restored.
Wait, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Come on.
Rogue striker drone detected. Hostile striker drone detected. System disrupted.
Where are these assholes over here? What's that drone doing?
System reactivated.
Did they hack somebody's drone that they had out? Okay, we can't do damage to these guys until we get the weak points, right?
Rogue defender drone detected.
I've already
Here
got
he
the other weak
Hostile
points, I
defender
thought I
drone
did.
detected.
Whoa.
Just beat him with shade.
Okay, yeah, I did.
I can help you, but I need to take down the network.
Can't do that, Bertie.
Can't? Or won't? I definitely can. You just need to upload the countermeasure. Then none of
He's
you
immune
will
right now.
have little toys.
What is it, like,
System back
so many seconds you
System
can hit him?
curtailed. System restored.
One more doctor. Oh,
Okay, he's fixing to be
where is
damageable.
he?
System malfunctioning.
Nice try.
They must have a backup. I'm on it.
Have to wait. Oh,
System reactivated.
He's
Rogue
immune
striker
again.
drone detected.
you have to wait so many seconds before he's not immune anymore. He's got a timer, right?
System disrupted. Hostile vulnerable. System restored.
Where is he?
He's immune again.
Shit. Sorry. Taking down the network. Again.
Rogue defender drone detected. Hostile defender drone detected.
Oh, they muted me.
Hostile vulnerable.
Ah, pack him. Where is he? Fuck, if I could...
He's immune again.
Agent, you can't beat him with your tech. I have a workaround. Give me a minute.
Bertie, what are you doing?
Don't worry about it, Mr. Recruiter.
Bertie, you know me.
Huh. I know you're full of shit and will do anything for ownership.
Damn it, Bertie. You know what we're up against.
I do. Agent, get clear.
Bertie!
System malfunctioning.
Oh, but she wasn't kidding about that.
Agent down. System reactivated.
Watch, there's a big boy coming in.
What the fuck just happened? I was gonna say.
You're making a mistake! Clever girl.
Oh, he's fucked.
Why can't we have his sniper rifle with the freaking folding stock? That's badass looking.
They're probably going to give that on the next update.
Why can't they start giving us stuff, you know, for doing these things?
Oh, fuck.
You know what I mean? Remember how they used to give us, like, new gear and stuff for doing, like, the manhunt?
Johnson was a special project of his.
Now they just give us fucking arm patches. But they need to start giving us something worthwhile for this shit.
You took out Cal's favorite hunter and recovered your precious mobile shade server. Well done, Agent.
Is this all just a game to you?
Of course not. But I know when to cut my losses, regroup, learn from my mistakes, and come back stronger. Can you say the same, Manny?
This isn't over.
Of course not. Oh, send my best to Marie. She really is quite the spitfire. I can see why you fell for her. She is going to be an excellent mother.
You two finished yet? I want to go home.
Torres, you're clear for extraction.
You waiting for something here or something?
That's it, right?
Yeah.
They said something about a side mission.
Damn. Look at me go. Got 3 stars for that. Said I got a watcher, their recruiter mask.
Safe area entered.
You got the recruiter, man?
I did, yeah.
Just then?
Yeah.
That's what he was trying to get.
Yeah.
They didn't give it to you?
Nope.
I don't understand how come you're not getting it. That don't make no sense.
Let me check the store. Thing is weird.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. It's probably... Well, at least it said it did. It said it gave it to me. Like at the end, it said recruiter mask. But when I go into my... But when I went in there... Hold on.
Not a damn thing.
I don't see the recruiter mask in here at all. It said I got it though.
They didn't even tell me that.
It said that I got it though. Like, you know how when you finish something, it'll say, you know, you got this, this, and this. And at the very bottom, it said recruiter mask in blue. But when I went through my masks, it's not there.
No, it's actually not there because it says you have it, but you have to go to the store and purchase it.
Even mine is not even in the store.
I just got a uniform?
It gives you the uniform too, yeah.
No, I got the uniform for this season. I just opened one of the Veil Tactics Superior caches and got the scrimp suit.
Oh.
That's cool. Not
Did
that
you
I'm
go
ever
look at
gonna...
the manhunt and see if you had something else to do, Rock?
Oh, you know what? I was just gonna say that. Do you have to complete the manhunt before it shows up in your inventory?
It's one of them is done.
I don't understand it. should be able to go to the store and push where it says outfits, or not outfits, but
Look what
masks, and just
for the prime target, which is Kelso. Look what the reward is. Another fucking arm patch. They gotta start giving us something for these manhunts. They used to, if you remember. That's how you got some of the other stuff. But then they stopped doing it. They started giving arm patches and stupid shit. So I stopped doing manhunts. I don't see why. I'm not gonna work my ass off for that. Why? It just doesn't seem worth it, you know?
Yeah.
An arm patch, all those things to just get an arm patch at the end. Yay. Now, give me an exotic or something. I'll work my ass off to get that.
Yeah, you'd think even if it was, you know, even at the end, if you got an exotic, even if you already had it,
that's
at
what I mean.
least you would have felt like it paid you something.
Yeah, but instead you're doing all these manhunt things.
Yeah.
And you're like, wow, that's it. Like.
That's what you
Yeah, it makes no sense. All right, guys, I got to get off here. I got to take my parents to eat breakfast in the morning before they go to church.
Oh, I just got a God rolled Brutus. Anybody want it?
Yes. What is that?
A what?
A Brutus. It's a marksman rifle. It's God rolled.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I take that thing. I use the marksmans all the time.
Hold on, give me a second. Let me just put this shit away real quick so I can pick it up. Weapon. See it? Right beside you?
Oh, yeah.
It's God rolled. It's God rolled. I just got it out of a cache. God rolled right out of the cache. Now you could probably switch one of those things out if you wanted to. I'm sure.
I'd probably put damage to target out of cover.
Yeah, instead of swap speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have
guys,
changed
I
that
gotta
too.
get
But
it.
yeah, all right.
If you're on tomorrow, holler at me.
All right.
An agent has gone offline.
I'm just gonna go over here and see if they got any caches that they earned this week.
You know what? I'm gonna just clear all my caches too.
Well, they got one, a gold one. I'll see what's in it. Probably junk. Okay, so we got police. Got a chess piece. What is a chess piece? I got got so much shit on me. Like, I've got every fucking gear set on me. I've got all kinds of other pieces on me. Like, anytime I go to farm shit, it's like, I gotta go, okay, what am I putting away so I can have room? And I can't go to my other characters, because I've got 3 other characters that are full of fucking god rolled shit, too. I gotta start deciding what I want to keep.
Yeah, that's what I started trying to do.
But when it's god rolled, I have a hard time parting with it, you know what I mean? I become a hoarder. Oh, there's another one.
Bunch of stuff.
I just got another god rolled piece out of the caches. It's a backpack with Energize on it.
Yeah, so I'm seeing some viral stuff now.
Now, I wish that they would, these vendors here at the clan thing, I wish they would have like better rules than this. Like, these are junky rules for the prices they want. Like, I can get better stuff out in the open world. And I'm not even kidding.
Exactly. It's a true fact. Hey, look, I got a couple of...
Now, if you go in the dark zone and you collect the, like, you just take a bunch of, like, just pick a bunch of gear up and then deconstruct it and just keep the currency and just keep doing that, if you don't get killed doing it, you can buy exotic caches from those dark zone vendors now. So using the dark zone currency.
Yeah, I haven't been in the dark zone in a while.
That's not very fun right now.
No.
Lots of toxicity in there.
Yeah, that's why I stopped.
Well, there's another game that I play too, Dead by Daylight, and I always play as the killer. And I get toxic fucking survivors messaging me after I kill them, like almost every time. It's super toxic there. But I enjoy it because, yeah, when you kill one of those toxic people in the game, it's great.
Make it sick.
It's like so satisfying when somebody's being toxic. What I mean by that is they'll come up to you and they'll get like right in your face and like start doing a teabag animation, like, look at me, I'm better than you. And then, you know, I just kill them. And then I just kill them and I'm like, okay. Punch them in the face and knock them down.
They'll get over it. You know, people are... What's this?
You played Helldivers too?
No.
It's a good game. People were asking about PvP in that game, and they said, hell no. We don't want toxicity in our game. That's what happens when there's PvP, right?
Basically, it gets crazy. That's why I don't be...
But when people message you and they go out of their way to message you after you beat them, it's a little ridiculous. Like, I had to actually report somebody for like a super like threatening message because I beat them in a game.
Only a game.
That went right to Sony, and Sony was like, yeah, we took action. They let me know what the status of that happened. That person got permanently banned from PlayStation Network.
What?
Yeah, there was some serious wording in the message that I got.
Oh no. Yeah, some people get a little out of hand with this shit.
Yeah.
The game.
Just on one, you know, I can put up with a lot of stuff, but there's just a line that gets crossed before I'm like, okay, that's enough.
Yeah. Understandable. You know, to make you feel no type of way.
An agent has left your group.
I was just getting nasty messages, and the best thing to do when you do that, well, I don't get that anymore because I've got certain games you can hide your network ID, so they don't know, like, you know, they don't know that you're on PlayStation, so they can't send you a message because they don't know what you're doing. They don't know where you're from.
Oh, okay.
They can't even see my PSN name. So basically what it does is they replace it with your in-game player name, like your in-game character that you're using name.
Oh, your gamer tag.
No. So if I'm being the killer and let's say I'm being Chucky, you know, because Chucky's in the game. That's what my name's gonna be. It's Chucky. It's gonna hide my PSN completely. It just assigns me the name of the killer I'm using. So if I'm using Michael Myers, it's going to be like Michael Myers is your name. So they'll never find you, right? Because they won't know who you are. They can't see your PSN. I had to do that in that game because it was getting bad. Because my win ratio in that game is like well over 95%. I'm really efficient at killing people in that game, so I get a lot of toxic shit. And they hate it. And because I come from another game that's similar to that, so I'm used to that style of game, so I naturally, when I started playing that game, I was good at it because I'm used to that kind of game. The problem is when I play Dead by Daylight, I usually stream it on Twitch. So I don't get very many viewers because there's so many people playing on Twitch that game that like you're at the bottom of the list. So if somebody discovers you, it's great. If they don't, well, that sucks. Whereas if I was to stream it on YouTube, it'd probably be a better outcome. Because they have systems in place that will direct people to what they want to see. Twitch doesn't have that. Mind you, Twitch pays better. When it comes to ads, Twitch pays way better than fucking YouTube. I'm not even kidding. Like, I could sit here and stream this game for 5 hours and have like 100 people watch or whatever, you know, in total, or 200, and then look at my analytics 2 days from now and I only made 20 cents. That same amount of people on Twitch, I probably would have made $5.
That transmitter fails, we're screwed. So let's make sure it doesn't fail, okay?
But if you play a game like the one I just talked about, you have to play other games because it's too saturated. So that kind of game I would want to, that kind of game I probably would want to start streaming on YouTube instead. Discoverability would be way better. I really want. I should go play some of that actually. I bet you the reason why I didn't get the mask, it said I did, but the reason why I didn't give it to me was because I didn't do the manhunt. As soon as if I was to do that manhunt, I bet you it would give me the mask because I already got it. I bet you it would show up in my thing. Because that's really weird. Let me see.
You have left the group.
Let me see. Oh, hold on. Can I resume my personal progress? Oh yeah, I'm in my own server now. It just automatically switched over to... I play mine on heroic, right? The hardest one. That guy was playing it on hard. So... let's see if I have it then. The funny thing is it's saying I have it. Yeah, I've got all the hunter masks. Obviously that's my favorite one, is the Hunk. Resident Evil Hunk is the best one I like.
If I see any hostiles, I run.
Due to a personnel shortage, all on-duty guards are requesting to remain at their posts until further notice.
Hey,
He looks like an SAS agent.
Someday I'm gonna retire.
I'm telling you though, this build that I'm running with this striker build is fucking nasty. It is nasty. Look at how smooth that thing shoots, just like butter. Thank you, weapon handling. So I forgot to tell you about my, so when it comes to my guns and I have a choice on what I want on my guns, I always go with damage to targets out of cover because it is way more efficient to use something that's damage out of cover instead of damage to armor. And I know people like damage to armor, and it's good, but I much rather do damage to targets out of cover. Because if you go against something that's not armored, so you're just wasting some you're wasting some potential there. You're better off to just go to damage to targets out of cover. Fuck damage to armor. It's good, but it's not everything. You can kill things just as good with damage to targets out of cover instead. I don't know what this has on it. I got this off of it. This has damage to armor. Can you roll this? Hold on. Wait. I think I can do it from here. I could have swore they said you could do that. You just, whoops. Where are we? Assault rifles. Almost. I don't think you can. I thought you could though. Oh, yes, you can, I think, but you have to. Yeah, we're not gonna risk that. You can if you use resources. Yeah, you have to go to the other thing, the crafting table. I believe you can recalibrate it. I don't know if you can switch its talents or if it gets random talent on the bottom or not, but I really don't want to mess with it, to be honest. Because my luck, it would be like a really shitty, like it would be, I'd go from a decent roll to a really shitty one.
Sorry I'm out of supplies, but you're welcome to use the crafting station. I'll catch you later.
Shit. Oh man, that's a good roll, but I don't like the reload speed thing. Okay, I can sort of live with that, but I don't really want to. Fuck you. bitch. Yep, there we go. I'll take it. Bingo. Damage to targets out of cover. It's not a perfect roll, but I can optimize it now. I can optimize it now. Huh? Oh, I do this all the time. Oh, I'm not I'm not destroying my Kingbreaker for that. Hell no. Hell no, I'm not doing that. Looks like I'm gonna have to get my hands on a damage to target out of cover.
Yeah, whatever it takes. It's fine with me.
That's fine, that's what I got on mine. So I got damage to targets out of cover on this baby. It originally had something else that was shitty. I could probably do it again, but I don't want to lose the chance of maybe not getting damage to targets out of cover again. It might never come back up again. It could take like 20 more tries to get it. So we'll just optimize. We'll just optimize it. This gun's gonna be a lot nastier now that it has damage to targets out of cover, though. The St. Elmo's.
I could have been an agent. You know, about my life.
Yeah, I didn't shoot it. Yeah. They go down much quicker now.
Deal with them all. Did we lose anyone?
Yeah, I'll be saving that one. That's a good one. I like that one. You should see, You can extend your shock with the... So what I'm using is giving myself a little repair skills, but I don't have to. If I don't want to, I could just jack up the other stuff. So, using the Catharsis, I have a piece of Fenris on. I put a little bit of weapon handling on there. I got some repair skills as a mod on there. With headshot damage and obviously weapon damage. And I got Obliterate on it as well. And then 4 pieces of Striker. Works out great. It's pretty nasty. Oh, and I'm using Gunner. But I might change that up. I haven't decided yet. I like Gunner because Gunner gives you ammo all the time. These guys again, eh? Let me guess. Unbreakable with Adrenaline Rush. Nope.
Agent requesting backup.
Okay, so we got some explosive resistance, some skill health. What's he using here? Lefty. And this St. Elmo's. Okay. 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 I'm just trying to figure out what he's doing here. Not to be a dick here, but I could kill this guy pretty easily. I'd probably melt him in seconds, to be honest. You've got to have... You can't be on... So many people want to be on defense all the time. It's like, that's not... You're not going to win. In this game, you have to have some defense, but you have to have mostly offense. Like, that shield will melt. Like, I don't know. Like, I can put about 13 million damage with this gun. Easily. And destroy that shield within, like, not even a second. I destroy it. And then I'd be working on him. I'd probably kill him with, like, the rest of my clip. Right? Because when you're fighting people, that's why damage to target out of cover is so great. Is because most rogues that you fight against, they don't hide in cover and fight. They're right out in the open. So it's perfect to just sit there and go. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're hiding behind cover, right? It doesn't matter if you're behind cover, shooting from cover. It's them. They're not in cover in general. So, therefore, they're easy to kill because... Especially if you're stacking it, right? Like if I decided to put... a striker there and switch it up for... Where is it? Switch that up to that, to a Fox's Prayer. Now I've got even more damage to targets out of cover. And you'll notice that on all my guns. I always have damage to targets that are cover. So now I have 18% and 16%.
Civilians in danger.
I just want to see if the other one has any skills. Where's the other one go?
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Ooh.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Hitting like a dump truck, is he? Oh shit, somebody... What? That's a first. That's because I switched my pieces up. I'll switch back now. I'm gonna switch those back in place. I should have went with a blue. I should have went with a blue striker instead, because I did lose. Yeah, I did lose some armor there. So back to this, and then we'll go back to what we had here. There. Just wanted to try it out. Now, the funny thing is I have a... I don't know where all my pieces are. I think they're on other characters. I do have a striker build that is a skill one, like it's a yellow one. So 4 pieces of yellow, and then I have to make up with it, obviously with blue, to have some armor. It's pretty nasty too. And you put the capacitor on with that thing, and it's a beast. But you just have to make up with it with armor and shit, right? That one I probably would run a shield with. Like I'd probably run firewall with a shield. I'd probably use the firewall shield with that striker version, because I know that I could put out some serious damage, and then I'd have to have one offensive skill.
Incoming backup request.
Fire. Get their attention. That's that shield, that's why. Shoot him in the legs. Sometimes that skill comes in handy. don't see very many people utilizing it though. Like right now, for example, I need to use it to destroy that. Let's do that.
System curtailed. System restored.
So I like using that skill because it's very good at disabling that shit, right? So so for example, if you're doing like a legendary mission, and you know how you have to deal with those spamming grenaders, those spamming drone operators. If you use the Demolisher Firefly, you can disable them from doing any of that shit. It does damage to them on top of that, but it also disables their skill permanently. So if you hit a grenadier with it, he can no longer spam grenades at you. Same thing with the drone operator. If you hit a medic with it, it disables him. It disables his ability to bring people back. So if you hit a medic, if you hit him with that demolisher, he won't be able to revive his buddies anymore. It's great. It's a great little skill, and it works on people too as well. You know, like the people that run in the dark zone with the defender drones. Yeah, use the demolisher thing on that. It'll destroy it destroys their defender drone instantly. It does like 17 million damage to their defender drone, so it kills it pretty much guaranteed. Unless they see it coming and they have like they're at least skill level 3 and they use their jammer pulse. That's the only way they're going to stop it. Most of the time though, it's so quick that they won't even see it coming. By the time they realize it's coming, they won't be able to jam it. Because by the time they do, their skill's already dead. So the secret of the dark zone with the people running the defender drones is they're also using their expertise. So if they're maximum expertise, they're going to get some serious damage reduction on them. However, when you try to fight these guys without destroying their drones, they're very tough. Or they appear to be very tough. But the minute you kill that drone, they are squishier than hell. They go down so quick. We just did that the other day by I was running a skill tier 3 striker, and this 4-pack that we were going against, they were all running defender drones, and I ran right in the middle of them, and as I was fighting, blew up all their drones, and then we just melted them in like, I don't even think it was 1 second. They were all dead. So yeah, super squishy once that drone comes down. So, but it's funny because you see everybody you fight, like pretty much everybody you fight in the dark zones running the defender drone. Like to me, as a developer, if I was looking at PvP balance, that would be the first thing I would look at is why is everybody using this thing, right? They can use the shittiest build ever and come out on top. Because that defender drone is working way better than it should be. Because these guys that are using this, they're not like skill tier 6 using them. You're lucky if they're skill tier 1 using them. That's my point. The point is that's a skill that they're using. So therefore they should have to be, for it to be very effective, they should have to be like a certain skill level before it becomes super effective. Versus, you know, not having any skill levels at all. I find that to be very concerning. But it's not impossible to break. Like, it's not impossible to beat people that are using those. You just use a skill. If you don't want to run skill tiers, then run the Firefly. I believe, at least I think you can, unless they fixed it. I'm just trying to remember if there was any mention of Fireflies, like the Demolisher Firefly, if it also had to be skill tier 3 before it was effective at destroying people's things. See, because the day that I used it, I was skill tier, at least skill tier 3. So I'm just wondering if, I'm going to have to look that up. I don't want to say something for sure, because in this Project Resolve, they added another skill to the list. What the fuck? So the Jammer Pulse this was before Project Resolve. The Jammer Pulse was, you had to be skill tier 3. Okay? In order to jam somebody. So people started using the EMP sticky bomb to disable that shit because it wasn't a requirement. And then Project Resolve came and they launched that and they added the EMP sticky bomb to the tier 3 list. So you have to be at least skill tier 3 to disable somebody's shit. I don't know, and I don't know for sure, but they might have also added the Demolisher to the skill tier 3 list. I think they might have, I don't know for sure. Which means that you'd have to be skill tier 3 with the Firefly Demolisher to take someone's drone out. But I don't know for sure, because I was in the dark zone and I was skill tier 3 when I was using that drone and I was destroying people's drones, so that's probably what, you probably have to be skill tier 3 as well. Honestly, this should work more like another game that I play, but that'll never happen. Anyways, I am going to, I'm going to jump on some Dead by Daylight. I might stream in here, or I might stream it on Twitch, I haven't decided yet. But if I don't, I will see you guys tomorrow for sure, at some point. Don't forget to subscribe and all that nice stuff, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to share this video with people you know.